Good morning, children, and welcome back to Kingdom Kids. In the time of ancient Persia, when our story takes place, it was a capital offense to have an unhappy face in the presence of a king. The king required that those who served him not bring their personal troubles into his presence. 4 months had passed since Sir Henry had heard that the walls of Jerusalem were broken down. Sir Henry had been praying and beseeching the God of heaven for help on what he should do next during these 4 months, but he had not let King Percival see that he was troubled until today.
Thank you. What? Why do you look so sad when you're not even sick?
Why should I not be sad when the place where my fathers were buried is now in ruins, and the gates have been destroyed by the dragon fighter, and my people are at risk of dragonavirus?
Well, what do you want?
Well, if it pleases the king, and if your servant has found favor in his sight, send me to the city in Judah where my fathers are buried, so I can rebuild it.
How long will this journey take, and when will you back?
And so it pleased the king to send Sir Henry, so he set a time. Nehemiah also asked for letters to the governors along the way so that they would provide him safe conduct until he arrived in Jerusalem.
Because the gracious hand of my God was upon me, the king has granted my request.
And so it began, a courageous effort by Sir Henry to return to his ancestral home and rebuild the walls to protect the city from the dragon fire and the dragon-demic that was wreaking havoc.
Trust in God alone, we will stand upon His word, and whatever comes our way, we are strong and we are brave. His truth will be our guide through the day, and the darkest night our God will give us strength. We are strong, we are brave. We'll stand together, stand forever. We will stand strong, standing up for God each day. We will stand strong. Hey! Hey!
All right, here we go again.
We will trust in God alone. We will stand upon His word, and whatever comes our way, we are strong and we are brave. His truth will be our guide through the day, and the darkest night our God will give us strength. We are strong and we are brave. We'll stand together, stand forever. We will stand strong, standing up for God each day. We will stand strong. We'll stand together, stand forever. We will stand strong, standing up for God each day. We will stand strong. We will stand strong. We will stand strong. Hey!
Good morning, Kingdom Kids. Welcome to session 3 of our Nehemiah series. Today, as you watch that the funny story with Sir Henry and asking the king for permission to be able to go to Jerusalem, and that story was very similar to what happened in Nehemiah's story in the Bible. You know, Nehemiah had to have a lot of courage to ask the king for permission to go and travel to Jerusalem because it was a very far distance. And back then, it wasn't a normal thing for a cupbearer to do, to be sad in the presence of the king. And so Nehemiah was very afraid, it says in the Bible, before he asked the king for permission or let him see that he was so sad to hear about the walls being broken down in Jerusalem. And so today I want to talk with you guys about courage, because courage is something that really determines a lot of the course of our lives and decisions we make and the difference that we can make in other people's lives. And so kids, there's going to be times in your lives where opportunities come up that might require a lot of courage. Things that you might feel really nervous about or you're just not sure. But I remember a quote from a kids movie I watched one time, and he said, "Sometimes all it takes is 20 seconds of courage." And that quote has stuck with me, and when there's times that I'm nervous but I feel like God's asking me to do something, I think about that. Sometimes all it takes is 20 seconds of courage to make a difference. And so today we are doing something a little bit different from our project packs. We are doing an action pack today. And so you guys received a paper with a list of ideas for random acts of kindness. So just as Nehemiah wanted to go and make a difference and rebuild the walls in Jerusalem, there's ways that you guys, even as kids, can make a difference. And so there's a list of ideas on there, challenges for you guys to go do, from going and cleaning up a neighbor's yard for them, or going and taking some handmade cards to the nursing home. There's several ways that we can do things to help other people and make a difference, just like Nehemiah did. And so maybe you come up with your own idea. It's okay if it's not on the list, but I'm looking forward to hearing the things that you guys did. And make sure you let me know, because if you do a service project, then you're going to get a gold coin in your jar just for doing that. Now let's do our weekly royal memory verse for today on courage. It says, "Do not lose your courage, because it brings with it a great reward." Hebrews 10:35. Let's say that one more time together. Do not lose your courage, because it brings with it a great reward. Hebrews 10:35. And I really like this quote by Mother Teresa. She said, "Let us have the courage to do what God wants, even if it is difficult." You guys have a great week and take courage with you.
We will trust in God alone. We will stand upon His word, and whatever comes our way, we are strong and we are brave.